the name of the show or episode. And just by looking at this guy, he looks so cool. I was like, wow, who's this cool villain? I guess there isn't, like, as far as I'm aware, people don't really talk about this specific villain. He's a Green Lantern villain, which I didn't know. Dr. Polaris. He's a funny looking, goofy character, if you ask me. I like the design, which is so cool and unique. I like the helmet with the ears, the antenna ears, or whatever you call that. The helmet, the facial expression. His chest with the magnet symbol, and like the belt he wears, I guess. I don't know what specific kind of belt that is, but it's a belt. It goes around him. Real name, I think, is Neo Emerson, who appeared in the Green Lantern, who goes enemies of Green Lanterns. His powers are magnetism, so like whatever metal he attracts, he uses that as like to attract was a magnet. Very cool villain, in my opinion. When I first saw him, I was like, oh my god, he's so cool. I need to have a figure of that guy. And I didn't think there was any of this, like the exact same figure for that specific villain. So I was like, alright, they have it, and I bought it, and now here he is, Mr. Antenna Man. I think I saw in the comments as well, someone mentioned like he's like a mixture of Galactus and Magneto, because I didn't know he could fly as well. According to the show, I thought he was flying, taking on like an armor, taking on like helicopters and all that. That was pretty cool. Like, I don't know, I could fly. Partner up with Sinestro in that show as well. He looks pretty cool, and I like him. And also, not only that, but I also like these little figurines of like the Justice League. They're all about all the same scales. Like, for example, I have the Batman here, and he's like the same height and scale as Dr. Polaris. Who do you think will win, Dr. Polaris or the Batman? Yep. But yeah, like, so anything metal that he attracts, that's his powers. So like, I have this toy thingy. So like, he uses his powers to grab it and throws it. Other than that, that's what he can do. Kind of like the version of Magneto in the Marvel Universe. Alright, let's try to be creative in this video. So let me bring him out real quick. Okay, so here I have Magneto next to Dr. Polaris. They're both powers of the same. They both have the same powers, magnetism. And they both wear helmets. Only difference is he doesn't have like the antenna ears or whatever, like the metal ears. He's coming out the horns. Unlike Dr. Polaris, it's just a pure helmet. Marvel versus DC. What do you think will win? Pretty interesting villains, if I do say so myself. Hey, I'm the real thing. No, you're not. Yeah. But yeah, Dr. Polaris and Magneto, villains of both different universes with magnet powers. And they can both fly too, so that's a cool thing. Dr. Polaris, Neo Emerson, a Green Lantern villain. I have the Green Lantern here, but this is like from the McDonald's toy one. I don't have a good Green Lantern, so this will do for now. Dr. Polaris, what are you doing here? It isn't my old nemesis, Green Lantern. I'm trying to stop you, fool. Oh yeah. The hero and the villain. I do want to get a Sinestro. I don't know why. I kind of like Sinestro too. I want to get him as well. I do have another villain from the same toy line as Dr. Polaris. Let me put Green Lantern aside. And I just got him today, so I'm gonna make a separate video for that specific villain. But don't worry, I'm gonna compare him with that guy, with Dr. Polaris, the magnetic dude. Look at this guy. He looks so cool. I also have Superman, same toy line as Dr. Polaris. Shizu from that same toy line as well. Again, I love these toy lines. I want to collect as much as I can with these DC figures because they look so cool. Very accurate to the cartoon, if anything. So that's pretty cool. I also have Bizarro. Bizarro hates Superman. Bizarro works like Luthor. Somewhere out there. I forgot to mention that he only appeared in Grodd's Secret Society. It's like their version of like the Justice League headquarters. But in this case, it's just nothing but a bunch of supervillains teaming up. Like the League of Doom, if that makes sense. So that's where Dr. Polaris is working with Grodd under like the group of supervillains with the Secret Society, along with other villains such as Bizarro and other Gentleman Ghost, Cheetah, Sinestro, Atomic Skull, you name it. So that's pretty cool, you know, working with another group of villains in Grodd's spaceship. And Grodd is their leader, so that's pretty cool. So again, Dr. Polaris, a supervillain in the DC universe. Not many people know about him. And I don't even know if people even like Dr. Polaris. As far as I can tell, as I was doing my own research based on this specific figure, nobody has shown this specific figure on YouTube, as far as I can tell. Correct me if I'm wrong. So I do want to say I'm the first, which is so cool. But other than that, this is the Dr. Polaris from the Justice League Unlimited. And yeah, I mean, what more can I say to this guy? Very blue, very purple. I think I like the purple sleeve color, the blue gloves, the belt, and like the gloves and the boots. I don't think I don't like are like the legs. They're like too skinny, not very detailed. If that makes sense. They're like cheap sticks. They have to have more meat in these legs than the upper part of the body, you know. Hey, who are you? Oh yeah. So yeah, Dr. Polaris, a supervillain in the DC universe. That was, I guess, this guy. But yeah, I mean, other than that, I hope you guys enjoy this cool DC villain, Dr. Polaris, from the Justice League Unlimited, where he only appeared, I think, like three episodes, and then it was finished. What a wasted. Again, I mean, his powers aren't great. He possesses great power. Like, he could be a great threat in the DC universe alone against the Justice League, in my opinion, because his powers are magnetism. So, like, he's a very dangerous supervillain. So, like, I can see really potential. If they ever make another Green Lantern, I would like to see him in the movie, Dr. Polaris. And of course, there's like different versions of Dr. Polaris. This isn't like the exact one, but there's like another version of Dr. Polaris. There's like variants of Dr. Polaris. So that's pretty cool. Let me see if I'm able to get those and share them in the channel, just to show you what I'm talking about. But yeah, that's all down in the near future. But with that being said, I hope you guys enjoy this ASMR video of Dr. Polaris. And I'll definitely see you guys in the next ASMR video. Alright, everybody. Take care.